Hey everyone, TJ Eskew and welcome back to my channel where I teach millennials about money. And today I'll be doing a reaction video to something that I have watched before, but I just wanted to share with all of you. And that is Stephan's episode on Millennial Money, which is put on by CNBC Make It. If you didn't already know, Graham is a huge YouTuber who focuses on personal finance, credit cards, and real estate. And he's somebody that I've been watching for a few years now. And he's just literally blown up on YouTube. And I kind of model a lot of what I do after him. And I'm trying to put my own spin on it. So I thought I'd take a minute to watch his Millennial Money episode today with you guys and introduce you to him. So let's get into it.
I always believed that I would be a millionaire, and I think originally my goal was
yes,
to
he is
try
a
to get
millionaire.
that by 30. Ended up surpassing that by a decent amount. This is the moment.
So I think Graham's a little older than this now, but goals.
My name is Stephan. I'm 29 years old. I make $1.6 million per year. I live in
1.6
Los Angeles,
million,
California.
that's crazy.
And welcome to, wait for it, Millennial Money.
I really enjoy these episodes.
So I'm a full-time real estate agent, real estate investor, and YouTuber. Every day is going to be a little bit different. Some days I'm going to be out with clients showing properties. Other days I'm going to be planning YouTube videos, and some other
I feel like
days
these episodes are also really well made with a lot of good B-roll.
My mortgage is just over $2,800 a month. The market value of the other unit next to me is about $2,500 a month. Then between the equity I get and the tax write-offs from using the garage as my office, it basically works out to be a free place for me to live.
Remember, there's a difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance.
So I spend about $200 a month on groceries, and I do price shop between grocery stores. I'll kind of make the rounds and just stock up on whichever item is the cheapest at which store. Every morning I have my savings.
Okay, let's just take a moment. Let's look at this. So mortgage is $2,800, like he said. Not too bad for a unit that he is able to have a rental space in. So that's pretty good. Let's see here. Transportation, $632. I'm assuming that it involves his car. Yep, there it is, the Tesla. Insurance, $340. Pretty standard. Food, $350. That's a little high if you combine groceries and going out, especially living in LA. That's not unbelievable. Miscellaneous, $266, whatever that means, which apparently stands for entertainment, cat, Amazon Prime, and haircuts. Those are expensive haircuts, Graham. Utilities and Wi-Fi, $200. Nothing crazy there. Credit cards, $129, and phone, $85. Okay, so far, this seems, pretty understandable. So let's see what the breakdown is.
2 eggs with ham and cheese, and half a bagel with store-bought generic brand cream cheese is my favorite to do that. I refuse to spend money on 2 things. Number 1, I think everyone knows, is coffee. I think it's absolutely ridiculous, the markup of coffee at Starbucks and Coffee Bean and a lot of those places out there. So
those of you watching who go to Starbucks every day, cut it out.
Clothing. Don't see the point in going and spending $700 on like Gucci shoes. So I end up saving about 99%
I've had this shirt
of my
since high
income
school.
just because my income is so high and I keep my expenses so low, and most of the properties just kind of like pay for my living expenses. So anything else I make is really just...
Ooh, this is a good point. I don't know if we'll talk about it in this video, but Graham works at the Oppenheim Group. So if you're unfamiliar with that, if you've ever heard of the show Selling Sunset on Netflix with all the drama and the girls and all that, Graham actually works at that real estate firm in LA. And that's what this little O on the computer is all about.
Seen as a bonus, and I save and invest it.
26, come on. There it is, see?
So I got into real estate basically as soon as I turned 18 years old because I had no other options. I didn't get into college. I had really bad grades in high school, and I saw getting my real estate license honestly as a way where I could just get 1 year of work experience and then reapply.
I feel like this wasn't cool back then to kind of get into real estate because academics wasn't your thing, but he made it work.
And that was when I bought another property. The first property I bought was when I was 21 years old. It was a short sale for $59,500 in San Bernardino.
That's nothing.
It was a foreclosure that was being sold by the bank. And at the time, I had been saving up as a real estate agent, basically using all of my commissions, just putting it in a savings account. I bought that property in cash. It actually appraised and was refinanced for like $260,000.
Whoa. So right off the bat, he pretty much quintupled his money. That's pretty crazy.
My investing strategy really hasn't changed since I was 21, and all of it has really just been about real estate. If anything, I'm just looking to buy more expensive real estate now that makes a little bit more money.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
I kept doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay, now here's the good stuff. As you know, as I mentioned in the intro, his main channel covers real estate and personal finance, and he's got over 1 million subscribers. Now he, I believe, is well over 2 million. And his second channel, The Stephan Show, is where I got the idea for doing some of these finance-related reaction videos. And now he started a YouTube channel that doubles as a podcast called The Iced Coffee Hour with Jack and Stephan. Definitely check those out. I'll link them in the description below.
I had no idea that anyone would actually watch me, and I had no idea that I can actually make any money doing this, so I started it really just with the intention of having fun. I'd always wanted...
Wait. Let's go back for a minute. Just look at this, look at this. He's got the ring light and another practical light, but there's literally a towel over it diffusing the light. So some people get a softbox and have some, diffuser on the front that kind of, makes the light softer as it comes out, but he's literally got a towel on there. Okay, all right. Everyone starts someplace. If he made this work, gotta keep making videos to grow this channel.
The intention of having fun. I'd always wanted to do it, but I also felt like, who would want to watch me?
There's the famous angle.
And I felt like I didn't have the personality for it, and I just felt like, I should probably postpone it, but I just made a video one day, spur of the moment. It was a slow open house, and I just filmed with my iPhone.
Look at that view.
Inside. Just talked about
That's
how
LA
I
for you.
started in real estate. And that was such a fun experience, and I remember that video getting like 9 or 10 views and just being like, oh my God, like 9 people have seen this video.
I'm the same way.
I started making more videos, and
if I break 100 views, it's like Christmas.
The growth really just exploded, it seemed like. I would say 99.9% of the comments are so positive and so supportive. I absolutely love them, and it really feels like a sense of community. Then you get some funny ones. The negative comments at this point, I'm so used to them. Then after a while,
I feel like that's something that if and when I ever get there, it'll take me a little bit of time to get used to, which is negative comments, but hey, they're just strangers.
So right now, probably like 85% of my income is affiliated with YouTube in some way or another, and then the remaining 15% is through real estate sales or real estate investments.
Real estate's definitely something that I want to look into someday.
So since I've always been self-employed, I've never had a formal like 401k, but I do have a SEP 401k. I've thrown some money in there at the end of the year, just if it's...
Okay, just a quick pause here. Let's take a look. YouTube main channel, 81,000. And Teachable, which is some of the courses he's made. I know that he's made at least a couple courses, a YouTube growth course as well as a real estate course. So he's raking in a good amount from those. Second YouTube channel, 9.2K. Real estate commissions, 8,500. Affiliates and sponsors. That's definitely something that is a goal of mine as well. And then rental income from his properties. Okay, so it says here the income fluctuates between $61,000 and $221,000 per month. Not too shabby.
Left over just as a hedge, but then as far as savings are concerned, I always like to keep about $20,000 to $30,000 in one of my checking accounts.
Oh, just 20 to 30,000. Hey, there's Ramsey.
Up in the short term or to draw from.
And Graham actually just got a dog named Bailey. Check out his Instagram for that.
Spread out through several high interest savings accounts.
That's probably much higher by now.
So coin collecting was actually something I really got into as a kid. For some reason, I found it really cool to collect like old American coins and paper money. And what I would do is go across the street from where I would work to a bank, and the bank teller knew me, and she knew me because I would go in and always ask for any old money that she would have. Some lady came in the bank and exchanged $200.
I know that Graham's getting into this, so is Andre Jick. but I've got some pretty old Pokemon cards, and honestly, they're probably worth something these days. It's making a comeback.
More like 40 to 50. So I wouldn't really consider these an investment. Like, I think it's probably way better for me to put my money in the stock market than it is for me to get, like, you know, old money and just keep it for a long time. But this is just a fun hobby.
That's just it. It's a hobby. It's a little bit of escapism. Can't blame them for that.
It's also from YouTube that I was really able to branch off into other aspects of this as well, in the sense that I was able to create 2 programs. One of them teaches people
this is what I was talking
how to
about
work as a real
before.
estate agent and build their career. The second program that I created was how to teach people to grow on YouTube. And both of those this year have probably done a little bit over $300 and something thousand in sales. And since it's all online, that's pretty much all profit. There's almost no overhead whatsoever with that.
Teachable, Skillshare, those are all good.
Very much like it gives you a little jolt there. So I bought my Tesla in April of 2019. You get so many rebates back for it. The financing is so cheap. Everything that went on with the car, I calculated that it was going to cost me $78 a month out of pocket net. And
did you hear that? $78,000. No, wait, whoa. $78 per month for his Tesla ownership. I believe he did a video on that, and if you're curious, definitely check it out.
The first year, not counting the opportunity cost of then having all the money left over that I could then go and reinvest. So I figured, like, depreciation is going to be minimal. I'm going to get some really great tax write-offs from it. So it's going to almost be a free car. And I figured, like, oh, you know, that's the video I'm going to make. Then that video ended up getting now over 6 million views. I think the total cost of the car with everything, all out the door with taxes and like all of the options, everything was like 44 grand. So I ended up making money from getting the car.
Wow. Hey, there's Macy. Macy has her own channel, that's Graham's girlfriend,
Pasta noodles, so I think we did
called Savannah Smiles. Check it out.
So I have an amazing girlfriend, and her and I share a lot of the same values in terms of saving and spending money, and I find it fun that she is just as frugal as I am, so we can have a great time trying to figure out like where is the best happy hour spot and like how we could save a little bit more money doing this. And she's the one too that's also very encouraging of like, we don't have to go out tonight to happy hour sushi. She doesn't sound like that, by the way, but she encourages me to like...
Guys, never impersonate your girlfriend.
Or instead of going out to see a movie, we could just pop something on Netflix. So one of the things we actually do when we go out is we will end up just splitting a meal, because usually I'm not hungry enough to eat the entire thing myself, and neither is she.
Okay, so if you've ever seen Graham's other videos, you would know that he is notoriously frugal. I don't like to spend money that's unnecessary, but at the same time, I love food, I love enjoying myself. Honestly, it's probably pretty good advice not to overspend on things that you could get cheaper. At the same time, Graham even self-admits that he kind of goes overboard sometimes. So whether it's splitting one avocado toast or whatever, I don't know if I could go that far.
So we could basically get food for two by paying for one. It's really cool to have someone in your life like that who I see as just being an equal on every single level with the same mindset.
Yep.
Okay, I know it sounds weird too, but I do end up rewarding myself every now and then at McDonald's from the dollar menu. I don't ever eat McDonald's,
it actually
but I
makes me
decided
kinda
to go just because it was there and I was really hungry. I had 2 of the double cheeseburgers from the dollar menu, and it was so good that now it gets to the point where I will purposely use that as an incentive to get all my work done, and if I'm able to do that before like midnight, I go and get the 2 double cheeseburgers. It's not something that happens too often, but it does become this thing where it's like, that's my treat.
Thank you. Oh, it smells so good. There's something about the smell that's just like...
The smell is good.
How does it smell so good?
So in terms of net worth goals, I really don't have any, and I have no desire of becoming a billionaire. I don't even know what I would possibly
just don't even care about becoming a billionaire,
huh, Graham? Hit 10 million. I feel like that would be just a decent number. The only thing I really want to do is travel. That I haven't done. That's the only...
Can we all just take a moment to remember what travel was like here in 2020? Very little travel going on, so that's definitely something, and I apologize for pausing it on this face.
But I could do that if I wanted to. It's just not the right time to do that. You don't need to be as extreme as I am. You don't need to skimp on every purchase at all. You don't need to work 12 hours a day. But you do need to think outside the box, and you do need to be creative and leverage your time appropriately. But I love it, and I love the challenge of saving and trying to handle my money well and grow it. No one is more frugal than I am.
That was a pretty good episode, wasn't it? Now, CNBC makes more of these about just everyday people as well. Maybe I'll do some more reactions like this. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if there's something that you took away from what Graham was saying today, let me know about that down there as well. Again, these are just kind of for fun. And, you know, I will probably react to the Meet Kevin Millennial Money as well. That one was also pretty good. It's a little longer, so I'll probably save that one for a little bit later on. I hope you enjoyed today's video, everyone. It was a lot of fun for me to make. And if you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button. It definitely helps out me and the channel. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos just like this one. And if you're interested in connecting on Instagram, I'll put that somewhere here on the screen as well. Thanks for watching again, everyone. And until next time, this is TJ Askew, signing off.